actually with this thing I can do art, I can solve problems, and at the same time I can help people saving lives. So actually, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, it adds realism to your simulation in general. And the idea is like most of the simulators are on the market, for not to say like all of them, are like slim, young, youth, and healthy people. So this brings you like the normal kind of patient that you're going to have really in your hospital.
So Extreme Simulations was founded in 2016. It's quite unique in the sense that we have a beta site, which is Israel, where we train 10,000 of soldiers and EMSs monthly. And then we develop in the UK, we have a R&D and manufacturing branch where we develop products accordingly. So we bought task trainers that we use currently for training the the Israeli Defense Forces and EMS. So basically focused on hemorrhage control. So for instance, this is the first one that has also pressure points, packing, hemorrhage control. And this is mainly this. And then we have wearable wounds, which also focused on bleeding. And in addition to that, casualty identification.
This is PAT. It's a palpation and adjusting tool. It's really especially good for early manipulative therapy training, chiropractors, osteopaths, physical therapists. So at the easiest level for very beginning students, it helps teach palpatory anatomy. So as you're palpating through the spine, you can identify individual vertebrae. There are pressure sensors on the vertebra that show when you're touching the right spots. We did see quite a few osteopathic professors. That's the target audience, and several physical therapies, some osteopathic and some occupational therapists as well. I was curious that we also saw some nurses.
So Enough to Learn came from a request. Actually, it was a need that was formulated from a hospital. So they had a whole dedicated floor for their staff, to train their staff. And they said, listen, we train on standardized patients, so actors, and on human-like robots, such as mannequins. And when comes the time to take a blood sugar, a temperature, or any other vital signs, well, what happens? You don't get anything, because the medical devices are designed to work on real people, not on fake people. And you cannot simulate a scenario if you're not able to display the reading that you should be displaying. The Gluco 3, which is our hospital glucometer, the Glucomini, which is our pocket glucometer, the thermometer, the probe trigger. So the probe trigger is just to simulate, so the SP just tells that there's a detection that should occur for the thermometer. A infrared thermometer, here it's a vital sign monitor. So you can put here the pressure, the saturation, and the temperature. And and the pulse ox, one of the educator's favorite.
Estamos nosotros creando una nueva generación de simuladores médicos que son task trainers, o sea que son simuladores que pueden permitir la práctica de distintas tareas en el área de la medicina, la enfermería, y siempre incorporando nuevas características, innovaciones para hacer simuladores que sean únicos a nivel mundial.
Bueno, nosotros estamos enfocados en desarrollar simuladores que sean más realistas que los que actualmente podemos encontrar en el mercado. Por ejemplo, tenemos toda una línea de pads de piel, en los cuales, por ejemplo, tenemos simuladores con heridas cuyas texturas y cuyas sensaciones suelen ser mucho más realistas que las que podemos revisar. Y también tenemos el área de simuladores más grandes, donde están todos basados en anatomías reales. Por ejemplo, este de broncoscopía, que es mucho más realista que los que podemos encontrar actualmente.
So we're an Australian headquartered company that focus on exclusively procedural training. We focus on 4 specialty areas that include anesthesia, intensive critical care, emergency medicine, and cardiology, with a special sub-focus on image-guided procedures. So we've basically been showcasing a number of the different procedural modules, introducing users to the different hardware that they can use to interface with our product, whether it be the latest Meta 3 headset or the Meta 2. We show it with our learning management system so they can understand where the performance is collected in the cloud, so they can debrief with faculty and learn and improve over time.